What's going on, guys? Welcome to another Cowboy One Take, and this video is about Marathon. And it's crazy that we even got to have these conversations about Marathon, and will it be discontinued? Meaning, will it be canceled? Will it never make it out? Will they stop it from being a $40 game to free to play? I thought Bungie might have had something on their hands, and here's why. I feel like the genre of the games where you run in and grab something and get away, extraction shooters or extraction game, was kind of like a niche type of game. I think the most underrated game I've ever played in my life is Hunt Showdown. I never hear anybody talk about the game, and when I played it, I was blown away. Also, another game I really liked was Vigor, which was on the Game Pass so long ago, and now it's on everything. But it's a game where you come in, you pretty much got to build your house. So you run into a multiplayer area, you take as much as you can, and then you get out. I mean, you could run in, grab one thing, and you could leave whenever you want. So same thing with Hunt Showdown. You go in, you kill these type of creatures, and you take what you get from the creatures, and you're able to leave whenever you want. And then other people can try to stop you from leaving and steal what you have. So that alone is kind of like, that's different than your regular Call of Duties, where pretty much you just want to see if you could kill everybody, or your battle royales where you want to last to the end, or your action adventure games, your shooters, your RPGs, your whatever you think of. Extraction games is kind of niche. I don't really know many gamers who really make a big deal about how great they had of an experience with a certain extraction game. So Bungie, being a well-known company that created Halo and Destiny, and you know who Bungie is at this point, right? So I wonder, could the name Bungie make a niche game more popular and it bring more people to the niche genre? Or will that niche genre bring Bungie down and people don't care about that game because it's a niche genre? So that was my deciding factor on will this game succeed or not. But now we got a whole new avenue, because we got stuff about stolen art. And it actually came out that yes, somebody who used to work for Bungie did steal art from an artist, and it's plastered all over Marathon. Like those little numbers and digits and words written all over, that's somebody's artwork. And to make it even crazy, it's copied and pasted. They didn't even take the time to change it. Like the artist logo is plastered on walls and all over in Marathon. So I don't think that's something they can't get over. I think some of the gamers are really over exaggerating or making it way too much. Oh, this game's gonna end, it's gonna die because of that situation. If you look into it, this is the 4th time that Bungie had an issue with them kind of stealing somebody's art. Now, when you say them, you could say, well, it was an employee that no longer works there, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, that never killed Destiny on the 3 occasions that it happened. So this, I think because it's a game that isn't out yet, it might have a chance, right? Yes, the outlook of the game is negative, and regardless of the whole stealing stuff, I think the outlook on the game is negative because there's people who say that the game just was lackluster, right? The people who got to play the first play test. So I personally think the genre is niche, but I think it would be cool to have a extraction game that a lot of people are familiar with and a lot of people played. So hopefully Bungie can do that, and then maybe more extraction games become more popular. I think there's a bigger audience on PC for extraction games, and it would be nice if console get open to that. But I mean, you take pretty much the gameplay of Destiny is what it looks like from the trailers, and you just throw it into, you got to get in, do something, and get out. Now, we just seen Arc Raiders, and people was raving about the beta, right? People were saying like, oh, the closed beta or the open beta was pretty cool, and it was a lot of fun. I played it. I thought it was okay. I never cared to play again. I only played the one day. So me personally, I think the extraction games can be fun, but I guess it depends on how you set it up. Now, for me, Hunt Showdown was really cool because you're fighting creatures, get the loot and leave, but at the same time there's other people out there as well, and they're out to get you as well or fight their own creatures, and then you got to hunt down these creatures and find clues and stuff like that. My only issue with that game is it's real like high-end, meaning there's a lot to do, a lot of moving pieces to learn, and it's a little bit above my head. You just don't get in and play. You get in and you got to know what this does and what that does and this, and you turn this and it does this, and you use this special serum to give you extra power, and it's just a lot, right? It's a lot to learn. So hopefully Marathon will be a more simplistic game that you could get into, and it won't be as detailed as something like Hunt Showdown. But Destiny again is kind of detailed as well. Some people might feel that Destiny is a little bit too much detailed, but either way, I think Marathon has a chance. Now, should it be free to play? That might be the way to go. So here's the thing. If it's free to play and it's a great game, then they got something on their hands. If it's free to play and it's a bad game, then that's going to be very bad. Now, if it's $40 game and it's a decent game, that might be the better of the two, because maybe word of mouth will say it ain't that bad and more people will want to play it, and then they will make money in the process. You know, people get upset as soon as you mention you got to pay for microtransactions or a battle pass or something. So it's free to play. They got to make money somehow. So I don't know, man. Marathon, I would love to get a chance to play it. I think they said they're going to make a public play test now with all the drama going on. So I would love to at least play the game myself, because I was a huge Destiny fan, played for many years and finally got out of it. But it will be cool to play an extraction game. Like, I would love to play that extraction game that is for me, because Hunt Showdown is great, but I think it's a little bit above my, you know, wanting to game, to be honest with you. Maybe I'll try to play it again and really try to learn all the moving parts, but it's cool how it's kind of slash horror shooter, but I also don't like it's back in the day, right, the old weapons, you know. I would prefer something like Marathon, which is more futuristic, and I know you're gonna say, but you're wearing a cowboy hat. However, I would like more fantasy and futuristic than the back in the day setting. But that's pretty much my thoughts on Marathon. I'm curious to see where it's going to go. I'm curious to hear what you guys think is going to happen with the game. But with that being said, I'll see you in the next one. And now your mama knows. Oh, man.
I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy. Oh, man.
And now your mama knows.